In our previous video, we created a motion of the car moving from the left to the right, and then from the right back to the middle. In this video, we are going to create a morphing of the car into the text hello world. Okay, to do that, let's create a new layer by clicking this new layer icon and then renaming the layer to morphing. Okay, and then from 3rd second onwards, we are going to take 1 more second to morph to the text hello world, to morph the car to the text hello world. So we are going to create another 15 more frames, okay, which means that 45 plus 15 is 16. So at the 60th frame, I'm going to create extra frames. Okay, so I move my cursor to frame 60, click on it, okay, on the morphing layer, and press F5 to create the extra frames that I needed. Okay. At frame 45, the place when the moving car ends, I'm going to create a keyframe on the morphing layer. Why? Because I'm going to introduce a change in the morphing layer. So I insert keyframe, and then after that, I will go to the library panel and drag the G car symbol onto the stage. Okay, so at frame 45, there will be an extra car that appears. Okay, so when you move your playhead around, you will see that when it reaches the 44th frame, there's still only 1 car, but on the 45th frame, 2 cars appears. Okay, now on the 45th frame on the morphing layer, I want to make this car coincide, this car's position coincide with the car on the moving car layer. Okay, so I need to inspect the properties of this car on the moving car layer to look at its X and Y coordinate, click on it, then go to properties panel, look at the X and Y coordinate is 185.00 and 154.85. So I go back to the car on the morphing layer, okay, click on it and change its coordinate to coincide with that of the moving car layer. Okay, so it's 185 and 154.85, is it? Let me see. Yes, it is. Okay, so actually at frame 45, there's actually 2 cars. They are on top of one another. Okay, so now let's go to the moving car layer and what do you mean to not display this layer at all for the entire movie, okay, on the stage. Then move your playhead around, you will see that the car no longer appears because I disable the display. So, but at frame 45, all the way until frame 45, the car suddenly appears. This car is the car on the morphing layer. Okay, so at frame 45, I inserted a new car here. At frame 60, click on frame 60, I'm going to introduce another change. Okay, I'm going to delete the car and add the text hello world. So before I introduce a change, I need to insert a keyframe. Okay, after inserting the keyframe, I go ahead to select the car and delete it. Okay, so which means that at frame 60, the car is gone. Okay, so all the way until the 59th frame, the car is still there, but at frame 60, the car is gone. Okay, at frame 60, I'm going to add the text hello world. Okay, click on the text tool, click on the stage, type hello world. Okay, select the color you want. Okay, and then type hello world. If you have already typed and then you want to change the color, you need to select the whole thing. Okay, you need to select the whole thing. Okay, and then change the color. Let's say I want blue. Okay, so hello world. Okay, so at frame 45 to frame 59 is the car. At frame 60 is hello world. I'm going to morph the car to hello world. Okay, so in order to do morphing, you need to first of all create 2 keyframes, one keyframe at the beginning, put whatever object you want to put there, then one keyframe at the end, okay, the final object will morph to, and then create another keyframe and put the object, the final object there. Okay. One more thing to note, that in order to create a morphing, a shape twin, both objects, the initial object and the final object, cannot be a symbol, cannot be an object, cannot be a group. Okay, it has to be a primitive. Okay, so in order to do that, you must break apart all the objects involved in the morphing. So at frame 45, you must break apart this object. You must do modify, break apart, or Control B. Okay, then modify, break apart until you see this. Okay, that means it's fully broken apart already. Okay, so you will see that now the object starting at frame 45 is already broken apart. It's no longer an object or a group or a symbol. At frame 60, same thing. This is a text object. You need to break it apart. I press Ctrl B. Okay, it is still individual letters object. I press Ctrl B again to break it apart further. Now it becomes a primitive. Okay, then I right click anywhere in between the two objects. Okay, the frames of the two objects, the keyframe for the two objects. Right click and create shape twin. Okay, now you see that this whole frame turns green. Okay, which means that it's a shape twin. Okay, just to for your info, a blue color on the frames means that it is a motion twin. Green color means it's a shape twin. Okay, so now you move the playhead around, you see that it's morphing into the hello world text.